something is requiring your attention, okay? You can feel it. So hi, and welcome back to another channeled message. If it's the first time that you are seeing my face, I absolutely do not believe in coincidences, okay? So there is probably a message in here for you. So my loves, I have been sensing that someone here knows that they are destined for more. Now, what I have been feeling into is someone is currently taking their time. I'm sensing that someone here has been in preparation mode, okay? You have been in this position in your life where you have really felt almost in between stages, okay? And so I'm really sensing that whoever you are in this collective, you have this deep feeling within you that you are meant to be showing up in a completely new way in your life. Something that is going to require you to step out of your comfort zone and into a place where you are accessible is what I'm hearing. So for many of you, you could relate to being someone that has been or is currently in hermit mode. I'm really sensing that whoever you are, you had to withdraw your energy for various different reasons. It could be different for different people, but it feels almost circumstantial. You had to surrender something to the divine, something that was weighing you down, something that was keeping you feeling stuck. It could have been a belief system, right? It could have been a relationship. It could have been a whole array of things, but you will know what it is for you. Something that you felt some sort of attachment to, you had to surrender, you had to let go of it. And in that process, you have then reclaimed your energetic sovereignty. I'm really tapping into someone who has reclaimed inner authority, but also ownership over your life. You've really decided to take responsibility, which is your ability to respond over your reality in ways that you never allowed yourself to before, okay? So you will know if this message is for you because it will deeply resonate. So one of the things that has been coming through so strongly is someone here has been in preparation mode. It's almost like you know on an intuitive level that big things are coming. You could relate to being someone who is at this threshold point in your life. You are at the precipice of one of the biggest breakthroughs in your life, and you can feel it. And this is tied to this energy of really feeling a deep calling. So whoever you are, I feel like on a deep level, you know that there is something about your journey that is unique to you that you are meant to share with the world. So there's something unique about your journey that you have. It's almost giving like you had to go through a very tumultuous time, okay? And you could have gone through many tumultuous times, but there's something specific about your journey where you had to cultivate a lot of resilience. You had to go through the motions. You had to walk this distinct path that caused you to have to go within. You had to face some incredibly painful truths and alchemize certain things that were keeping you in a state of, how do I say this? It's almost like you were operating from a lower state of frequencies, okay? It's almost like there was something that you went through where you really felt in survival, where you really felt that nature and reality itself, the nature of reality, was stripped away from you, and you were forced to have to work or walk. Some of you had to do a lot of work is what I'm getting, but you had to walk this almost shamanic journey, okay? And this was not something that you chose, okay? This is another confirmation if this is for you. This was not something that you chose for yourself. This was something that happened to you, but now you have this awareness that it happened for you. So let me just unpack that for a second. I feel like whoever this message is for, you really had to go through the dark night of the soul, where you had to come face to face with your shadow. You had to take some radical ownership over your life. You had to sit in stillness. You had to go within, is what I'm hearing, to separate yourself from the illusion, from the lies, is what I'm hearing. Someone here has had to go on a hero's journey. And I'm really sensing that whoever you are, this is something that you have kept very private in your life. So whatever you've been through, I don't feel like you've spoken to a lot of people about it. But like I said, this is something that whatever it was that you went through, you had to get really curious about questioning some really important questions in your life. There is an energy coming through around the nature of reality, having to get really curious about what is your truth and what is illusion, what is fragmentation, okay? And yeah, okay, this is a really strong message that's coming through. Whoever this is for, there's something about what you went through, the downloads that you received, the insights that you became aware of, the tools that you used, the resources that became available to you. There's something about the journey itself, a formula that you use, something that is unique to you that you are supposed to be sharing with the world. I'm really speaking to someone who could identify with being a wounded healer, okay? You had to go through a lot of wounding in order to break. It's almost like you had to get broken down in order to re-emerge as a completely new sense of self. So you were broken down. You were broken down beyond the point of, I'm hearing like, it's not that you were beyond the point of repair, but I'm really sensing that there's something about something had to die. It was this death that had to occur. You are no longer the same person as you once were. And so this required you to go through this death and rebirth process where you had to quite literally let go and surrender something. It could have even been an identity, something that you held close to you around who you were. And that was something that it's almost like you felt like you lost grip. You felt like you lost grip of yourself, reality, something substantial in your life. Now, only take it if it resonates. It could have been a relationship, but something that was very, it was your solid foundation. It was your ground. That was removed. And because you were then sort of immersed in this new way of navigating the world, where you really had to learn to start from zero, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, it's like, I feel like this is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. Something huge, monumental occurred in your life. And this actually was the gift, because through the darkness, through having to go through the trenches, through having to face this adversity, going through this survival, you it's almost like you unlearned some deep programming that kept you feeling separate. Okay, this is what it is. Whoever you are, you walk closely with the divine, okay? You might notice this about yourself. You are someone that is, I'm hearing like you have this knowing about you. You know things. You intuitively can feel truths. It's like you can tap into this universal energy that permeates all living things, that exists beneath words, beneath actions. It's almost like you can tap into this ocean of energy. that is around all of us and within all of us. And you are so connected to the primordial energy of life. But you only access that through having to go through a very, very unique journey, is what I'm getting. So this could be quite heavy. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but this is the message, okay? So there is something about you being a master teacher, master guide, and you have been in hermit. You have been someone who had to withdraw your energy. There was a point in time where you did this for it was almost felt like a necessity for you, safety, to create a safe space for yourself. But now I'm hearing that it is safe for you to re-emerge, okay? There is something about you being guided by your spirit team, by the divine, okay, to now resurface, because you are meant to share your journey. There is something, okay, this is really interesting. So another message that is coming through is, whoever you are, I feel like you have had this knowing for a while, but you might have put this off. You might have put you off wanting or needing to put in, how do I say this? I feel like you can sense a deep calling within you. Like you are meant to share your gifts, your abilities with the world, but something prevented you. Now, whether it was you preventing yourself, trying to almost like protect yourself is what I'm getting, trying to stay in safety. I'm feeling like that era is coming to an end, and I feel like whoever you are now oozing this confidence, okay? Not the loud, in your face kind of confidence, but the confidence that comes from someone who has quite literally been through it all and is still standing. Someone that knows that there is more to what meets the eye when it comes to life. Someone that has lived through experiences that only people couldn't even dream of or imagine happening to them. So you are someone that has had to walk a path that forced you to see the divinity in all things. I'm really sensing that you let go of the blame. You let go of feeling like a victim. This is a huge part of your hero's journey. You decided at one point along this path that you were no longer going to entertain any thoughts, behaviors that didn't align with your highest expression, okay? And this meant letting go of a certain victim mentality. This meant letting go of blaming others, even if they played a part. I'm talking to someone who is a generational curse breaker. You're really giving the energy of someone that has had to take on a lot of burdens, a lot of the time things that weren't even yours to begin with. I'm really sensing that whoever you are, you inherited, it's karma is coming up, okay, for someone. There's something about you having to release, or you did release, a lot of heavy baggage, a lot of karmic ties. So you might be someone that has actually done some cord cutting recently, okay, from the past or past lives. But I'm really sensing that as this archetypal energy that's coming through as the wounded healer, I'm also feeling into there is a master teacher within you, and you know this about yourself, okay? So here's the message for you. Yes, it is safe to re-emerge. Yes, 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 yes. If you are feeling the pull to write that book, to create that program, to come online maybe and share your wisdom, share your personal journey, yes, it is safe. And not only is it safe, you have the support. I'm really sensing really specifically that you have a big spirit team around you who is rooting for you to make that final push. It's like, yeah, it's giving me like this threshold energy that you have been existing between two different worlds. And I'm really sensing whoever you are, you quite literally might feel like you're not completely just in this world. You have this conscious awareness where you're in your body but you're not in your body. You're existing simultaneously in the spirit realm and also in the earthly realm. You are just someone that is very aware of your multi-dimensional nature, okay? That's coming through for a reason, but I'm really sensing that you probably can feel the presence around you of your spirit team that want you to know that yes, it is safe to re-emerge. And not only that, that there is it's giving prophecy, it's giving fulfillment, it's giving something around your life, a deeper life's mission, okay? Something, this is what it is. You weren't ready before. This is coming through strongly as well. Whoever this message is for, you had to go through this transitionary period, and it could have been many years for some of you, where you had to first rebuild your sense of self and stability in the world, because it was stripped away from you. You have poured everything into nourishing yourself, into feeling safe, and not only that, to start thriving. But now, and my nose is itching, so that's true for somebody, but now you are being guided to almost come out of your shell. This is what the visual I'm getting. It's like re-emerge, crawl out of your shell, and so people can see you, okay? And there is definitely this energy around being seen, visibility, okay? And knowing that it's safe, because there's something that you have that many, many, many people will benefit from. Something about your journey in specific, the way that you were able to overcome certain lessons, okay, karmic cycles. You closed out so many. I feel like whoever you are quite literally a master alchemist. You had to alchemize so much pain into purpose. You didn't have to, but I'm feeling that you chose to. Your higher self, you decided to listen and be guided by your higher self through some of the most intense, challenging earthly experiences. You chose love. You chose to operate from a higher space, okay? When there were so many times when you could have chose different, is what I'm hearing. You could have chose the easy route. You could have chose to stay unhealed, wounded, but you are someone that, despite all odds, you still persevered. Perseverance is coming through for a reason as well. So it's your tenacity, your ability to still keep going is why you are in this position. So whatever, okay, I'm hearing a lot of things that are coming through. So success is at the doorway, okay? So this is what I'm hearing. You have earned this, whoever you are, whether you have been anticipating whether or not something's going to be successful. I don't know if you're currently working on a project, okay? You're getting prepped and ready to birth something out into the physical realm. But I'm really sensing that this is your confirmation that yes, you are being fully guided and supported in this. That intuitive pull that you feel is confirmation for yourself that yes, this is absolutely going to be a success. It's giving windfall, but also I'm sensing as well that someone here it's almost like for the longest time, earlier in your journey, you really had to battle with some self-limiting beliefs. There was a part of you, an aspect to your multifaceted nature that was really denying your gifts and abilities. And maybe this was because it was programmed in you from an early age, okay? Only take this if it resonates. But someone here really had to overcome some very limiting beliefs around what is possible for your life, and also surrounding your unique gifts and abilities. Now, I'm sensing that as something that you worked through, something that you alchemized, but it was from this was almost like a block, okay? This was a blocking your energy from, and it was serving a purpose, okay? So we are sending love to that part of you. It was keeping you safe, it was keeping you feeling protected. But I feel like you are now in this position where you are ready, you are primed, you have been in preparation mode, you have been in hermit mode, you have been working diligently behind the scenes, you have been planting all of these seeds, and co-creating with the divine, prepping yourself for the time when it's ready to re-emerge. If you are resonating with this message, this is your message, okay? Take this as your confirmation that yes, the time is now. I am seeing a doorway for you. As you walk through this doorway, this is when you are activating a new level of success and abundance in your life, because you are walking with conviction, you are walking with the divine, you are not alone. And this is a really interesting information that's been coming through as well, is someone here doesn't feel alone. Even though you have been alone in solitude, you have never felt more peaceful and not alone. Does that make sense? I'm tapping into someone's energy here who feels incredibly supported and guided by their spirit team. Yes, it's like you have this intuition, you have this, you can feel the presence, you can feel the support, you know that the universe has your back. And this is why you're quite literally seeing this video and that you're in this position where you're about to have this major breakthrough, because you know it's coming, you can feel it, okay? I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know, okay? This is only confirmation, okay? I am only a reflection of your own consciousness and confidence, mirroring back to you a deeper truth, okay? So take that if that helps. But yeah, there's something around you now that you have dropped any form of insecurity, limiting belief that kept you in a place where you were in your comfort zone. But I feel like you've outgrown that. I feel like you've outgrown that place, and it actually feels uncomfortable to stay in that place, because you know that there is nothing left for you there. You have learned your lessons, you've done the healing, you've done the work. There's nothing more for you to do at this point. And this is what I'm sensing. It's like whoever you are, you no longer are obsessed with the destination. You're ready to be fully in the moment, fully in the experience, really honoring the journey. I'm talking to someone who is ready to share their gifts and their abilities. You might still feel a little bit apprehensive, and that's normal, okay? To feel nervous is human. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to demonize. We hold space for all emotions to be present here. But it's really about leaning into your courage. That was coming through a reason. Leaning into your confidence, leaning into your courage, leaning into this knowing, and using that as your guiding star, your guiding light that is going to help you along this journey. I'm really feeling like this was a huge pivot in your life. And remember, no one is more qualified than you and your life experiences, whatever you went through. And for many of you, it was a lot, okay? Let's just not beat around the bush. You went through a lot. And I'm sensing, because you're quite a private person, that there are people in your life that are significant to you that might not actually know the full scope of it. I'm really feeling like whoever you are, you might have, shared a bit about your journey on one level, but you have avoided going to the depths. This is what I'm sensing. But you are being called forward now that you're in a regulated space, now that you feel grounded within yourself. Because I just want to reiterate, if you are not feeling grounded in yourself, you are not feeling centered in yourself, I am recommending for you not to put yourself out there until you feel, how do I say this? You will know within you when the right time is, because you will feel it, okay? Like you've outgrown a certain situation. You will feel that you are at this threshold. You will feel nervous, but you won't feel in survival. There is a difference here. So I just wanted to speak that up, because that's coming through, just to be aware, use your discernment, feel into your truth, okay? But for many of you, you have done the work. You don't feel like there's anything else to do, okay? You're very much in this new radiant energy where you are, it's so beautiful. Whoever you are, you have been working on this new relationship with yourself, how you navigate the world, and with the divine. There's something about you planting seeds in the dark with the divine, trusting yourself, trusting in your abilities, and people are going to be shocked when you re-emerge out into the world in this completely new energy. Okay, I'm really sensing someone here has gone through a full recalibration and set a completely new energetic foundation for yourself. I'm talking someone that is oozing out this newfound level of self-awareness and confidence. Like, you own your journey, but you don't let it define you. You observe your journey as a part of your experience, but it's not who you are. Does that make sense? I'm feeling like whoever you are, you know, and you feel and you've experienced on a deep level that you are this soul having this human experience. Okay, so I'm talking to someone who is very held in high regard in the spirit realm. Okay, because you have done some crucial work where you have connected to this part of you. Okay, and so you have been doing a lot of work in that realm. And yeah, I just keep getting like, this is your moment, this is your time. You have everyone supporting you. The universe has your back. Okay, whatever it was or whatever it is, depending on what part of the timeline you are on, that you are meant to be birthing through, that pertains to your personal journey, that you know is going to help others, it's going to be successful, because there's something about it that people need. You are giving from a place of wanting to be of service, and because of that, you are going to receive so much abundance. Okay, because what you are giving is valuable. And I'm talking more than wealth, more than money. There's something around your attention. You know, this is the richest currency that exists in the world, in the universe, is attention. Where your attention goes, energy flows. So the more you've poured into yourself and into this project and into this thing, and now you are gifting that to others to help them, you are going to receive so much validation, confirmation, but also that reciprocity. For what you give, you will receive. Okay, and I'm really sensing, whoever you are such a giving person. You are doing this genuinely from a place of wanting to help others. This is another reason you will know this is for you. You're not out here solely searching for material gain. Okay, you are someone that really appreciates meaning, the meaning that goes beyond the material realm. Okay, you are a deep individual. Okay, and this is why this work means a lot to you. But I am also sensing to guide you into to not put so much pressure on yourself, because you are quite a sensitive person and you have put a lot of blood, sweat and tears into whatever it is that you're about to birth. I'm hearing, just as you allowed yourself to surrender and let go of things that no longer served you, with the same energy to gift this to the world, but simultaneously let go of any expectation. Okay, just live in the knowing that it will be received in the way that it's supposed to, and that is enough. So guys, this was a longer message, but I really had to get that out. I hope that makes sense for someone. Okay, let me know in the comments. As always, I absolutely love tapping into your energy. Okay, let me know if this was you. And apologies, I haven't been on for a couple of days, but I've moved house and there's been a lot coming up for me, so I needed to take a couple of days to ground and just actually journal and let some of the information land. There was a lot of information coming through, so I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments, and if anyone is still interested in a personal reading, please email me. You can find all of my information on my bio. Okay, bye guys.